Okay. Well, he's dead.
Are you all right? Were we too late? Why has he...
He's the third one today.
What's going on?
We've had several unexplained deaths these last few days. It seems like people are dying right after hearing the Order of Lorelei read the score. It's not an injury. Even the healers can't cure it. Maybe it's a disease?
That's strange. Ion commanded the Order to stop public readings.
Well, they started back up just before this miasma stuff started appearing again. A traveling scorer arrived. I asked for a reading myself.
Do you know where that score is now?
I think he headed off towards Batical.
The deaths may be the result of extracting the replica data through Fabre.
What makes you say that?
During our experiments, we observed that within a week of having their data extracted, some originals died or exhibited physical disorders. The conditions of that man's death closely resembled those of the test subjects that didn't survive.
If someone really is extracting replica data from people, we have to stop them. This world doesn't need any more cases of Asch and me.
Let's talk to Spinoza and then find that traveling scorer.
Alright, Spinoza first. Replicas and their originals. So do people die once they've had the replica data extracted? In some cases, yes. Some originals die, but others don't. Like Asch, for example. Of course. Of course what? Never mind. In any case, we cannot allow them to continue creating replicas. For the sake of both original and replica. Yeah, I agree. For now, let's see what can be done about the miasma. Spinoza may be able to tell us something. Yeah, Asch and Lorelei are just a big question mark at the moment. Let's at least take care of the miasma. Indeed. Let's start with what we can handle. Yeah, that's the only thing we can do after all. Alright, Spinoza should be over in the lab, I presume. Wonder how many unnamed characters Sam Riegel has voiced so far. He voiced some named ones too, I'm pretty sure. They got their money's worth out of Sam Riegel and Abyss, that's for sure. I think Spinoza was to the left? I hate this building. This building sucks. It's not even that big of an annoyance, it's just a minor one, but still, you go...
Oh, now it's you. Things have really gone from bad to worse here.
They send you to this building so many times.
Have the core's vibrations gotten too intense for the Tartars to suppress?
Yes. At this rate, there will be nothing to prevent the Earth's liquefaction.
The miasma, the liquefaction. The Cliffoth is going back to the way it was.
And the passage rings have stopped working, so we can't form the dividing line anymore.
I guess we should start thinking of ways to actually destroy the miasma.
Precisely. How about using your hyperresonance, Luke?
But I thought hyperresonance couldn't destroy the miasma.
Hyperresonance can break down matter to an atomic level. I'm no specialist, but it's possible in theory.
Based on the hyperresonance that destroyed Axariuth, they do seem to be quite powerful.
By the way, from your greeting, I assume we're not your first visitors today?
Asch came by to research the flow of 7th phonons since the land was lowered.
Asch? Asch was here?
Where did he go?
He was staring intently at the Sephiroth measurements we'd taken here.
That was the data from Mount Roneal.
Shall we take a look?
Yeah, we'll hit Batical after. For now, let's follow Asch.
I feel like we should go to Batical first because there's a dude over there taking replica data, which can kill people. But whatever. Here we were, planning to deal with Asch later, but he pops up anyway. And it involves the score, so out come the God Generals and Moes, and we're still clueless about the Key of Lorelei. And we still don't know how to take care of the miasma. What are we supposed to deal with first? For once, I can't blame you for getting flustered. It's probably because they're all closely interrelated. What do you mean, Colonel? They're all strongly bound together. The miasma, the seventh phonon, the replicas, the score, Lorelei. Asch is involved with every one of those. It's likely he holds the key to them all. That is a guess, is it not? Wow, the Colonel made a guess. I merely thought it would simplify deciding on our next destination. So we should just go after Asch instead of trying to figure everything out? Well, we were running out of options anyway. Even if we went right back to Batical, there isn't much we could do that would help. We are hardly in a condition to hold any sort of conference on the score. So right now, all we can do is follow Asch? Correct. Let's be efficient with it. We can't afford to waste time. Yes, let's head for Mount Roneal. Well, we might not be able to have a conference about the score, but we could probably stop the person who's reading the score and, like, taking replica data. What on earth is the purpose in those light structures? They seem so inefficient.
Jade, about that idea of using a hyper-resonance on the miasma.
It was a ludicrous idea. Forget about it.
But if it could really neutralize the miasma?
Have you forgotten? You're a replica, unable to fully control your hyperresonance. One wrong move, and you would die.
Well, then maybe Asch could do it. If we see him on Mount Roneal.
My apologies. I was unclear. It doesn't matter if it's the original or not. No one could cause a hyperresonance strong enough to destroy all of the miasma on the planet. If he had something to amplify his powers, it might be a different story.
Like what?
You don't know when to give up, do you? Something that would reduce the strain on the body when manipulating hyperresonance.
You're stalling! Like what?
The Sword of Lorelei, for one. One could gather a large amount of seventh phonons with that.
And another?
Any large quantity of seventh phonons. Let's see. Kill around 10,000 seventh phonists, or at least potential seventh phonists. Of course, the recoil from the hyperresonance would cause phonon separation, killing the user as well. The miasma would disappear at the cost of 10,000 lives. A small price to some.
But that's...
I really like this moment because it shows Jade's necromancer days. The fact that he can just list off a statistic like this and whatnot, like, that's probably how he really thought back when he was, like, making Fabre and whatnot.
Impossible, obviously. Which is why I told you to forget it.
But what about Lorelei? Because Lorelei is like the aggregate sentience of seventh phonons or something like that, right? Is that how they end up solving this? I really don't remember how this all concludes. I mean, I remember the gist of how the game concludes, but I don't remember all of the small details. Are you still troubled? Jade. Everyone's worried about you, wondering what could make you, of all people, think so hard. Is that really the only way to get rid of the miasma? I mean, sacrificing 10,000 seventh phonists? This must be quite serious for you to ignore my jab. But Jade, that's the only 10,000 murders. You've destroyed Axariuth, hurt the people of Sheridan, and made yourself a lot of enemies. Are you willing to stain your hand with the blood of even more unknown masses? What's another 10K at this point, bro? Hi. You can't do it. Don't even consider it. But this is the score Ion left for me. He must have seen what would happen. Tell me, Ion, what would you do? What's up, Jade? I thought heck would freeze over before I saw you worry about anything. How rude. I've led a very troubled life, you know. But it's still unusual. What's wrong? I was just preparing some medicines. Medicines? For example, to induce paralysis and temporary unconsciousness, or to cause temporary cardiac arrest. Wait, what are you planning to do with those? I was just curious. Well, don't use them on people, please. But what else would I use them on? Perhaps I'll see if they still work when I mix them in food. I'm staying away from anything he cooks. So am I. What a fun skit to have after our very serious conversations. All right, so we're going to Mount Roneal. Up north, baby. On past Doth. Up towards Ketterberg we go. Can I land at Mount Roneal now? Instead of having to land in Belkin first? Or not Belkin, Ketterberg. No, it still won't let me land in snow, which is very annoying. Alright, over to whatchamacallit. Let me out. Thank you. The Silver World. Is there going to be a cutscene here since they're forcing me through here before making it to Mount Roneal? And the miasma is hitting everywhere, huh? Do. Out the back entrance we go. These little kids literally just have a snowball throwing machine. They are serious about their snowball wars. Mount Roneal. It's like right here. A little more this way. Where's the entrance to Mount Roneal? Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, right here, obviously. These cutscenes have helped me remember why a certain future event occurs. I think I know what you're talking about, but you know, we'll keep it to ourselves in case there's anyone new watching this.
Is Asch really out here?
Because if you're thinking about what I'm thinking about, then that's, you know, someone who's seeing the game for the first time right now. We don't want to spoil that for him.
Things would be easier if I could just call out to him like he does to me.
Nothing you can do about it. Let's start by checking the Sephiroth further on.
Oh my, are you kids looking for the Jewel of Lorelei too?
How do you know about the Jewel of Lorelei?
Because Asch never shuts up.
Apparently you all failed to get the jewel. Asch was awful mad.
So is Asch here then?
You know, he drones on and on about Natalia this, Natalia that. Now you're droning on and on about Asch this, Asch that. How touching.
60% is Natalia, 30 is the replica, and the rest is Van. Add that all up, and you've got everything the boss ever talks about.
I can totally imagine.
Indeed.
Anyway, that means that Asch is here, right?
He's looking for the jewel inside. We were told to wait out here.
Let's go after him. We'll get him on our side this time.
I just know this is going to end in an argument.
Why is she always walking like that? Luke and Asch having a conversation ending in an argument? It's more likely than you'd think. What is my team comp right now, actually? Because we had the team, like, rejoin, right? So it might have mixed it up. Let's swap Tyr out for Guy. A little bit more of an offensive setup. The Sword of Lorelei. So Asch did receive part of the Key of Lorelei after all. So it would seem. From what the Darkwing said, Asch must have the Sword of Lorelei. He's looking for the jewel, so yeah, he presumably has the sword. The Sword of Lorelei. My colonel, that was quite a sigh. My apologies. I'm not good at dealing with obtuse children. Did you do something to make Jade angry? He never gets like that. There's no need to ask. Of course he did. I guess nobody trusts me. Not that they're wrong, of course. Back to the top. I love the music in Mount Roneal. It's a very good track. Do 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 do. I was walking into a wall like an idiot there because I was looking at chat.
Man, we're all messed up.
We're all messed up. Ooh, I can create a fire thing now? Okay. Do I have a fire combo move? I don't think I do. Unfortunately. That move was cool, though. Let's set that on... Wait, did all my shortcuts get deleted at some point? What happened to all my shortcuts here? Well, whatever. I want to put... Which one of these is... This one is down. I want this to be Devil's Inferno. I don't remember what other moves I had here. It took Fang Blade off. No, I still have Fang Blade. Never mind. I think Rending Havoc was good. Rending Havoc there. You know, I can force the AI to do things for me, can't I? Only the ones currently in combat with me. So I'd have to, like, change it every time? Never mind. I was gonna, like, set up forcing Jade to use, like, his water and ground moves for me, but I'm not gonna mess with it, whatever. Fangblade Rage? Sure. I don't use the right stick moves all that much anyway. Rending Fangblade.
Devil's Inferno!
Devil's Inferno! Alright, Devil's Inferno seems like a good move. Did any of my arts... Any of you trigger off of... No, fire, unfortunately, is like the one element I don't use. Die, you little freak.
Too easy.
Still like 1,000 experience here. That's pretty good. Pretty good. We're almost at level 50. Getting up there. It's so dang snowy. Hello? Oh, that bird actually made contact with me. Depth perception.
Leave it to me.
I'll get as sloppy as I want. You're not in charge of me, guy.
Light spear cannon.
I'm not your guy, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. Ooh, Thunderblade. Yes. Now that is an art.
Who's next?
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Do not think you can escape me. Pour forth, O starlight.
I don't think we've seen Astral Rain until now. I don't remember seeing it. I think we've seen everyone's Mystic Art but Annis's now, and that's because I never use Annis in combat.
Oh, how pitiful.
Oh, how pitiful. Why'd she say it like that? Remember when we fought 3 God Generals here at once? What a time. Excuse me, Mr. Yeti. I'm just passing by. Trying to find my boy Asch. The snow turned off for a second there. Did you see that? That's where we fought them up there, right? Yeah, and then here's where we ended up down low at the Dothic door.
So everyone caught in the avalanche here managed to get out alive?
Apparently so.
Why would the Major be cooperating with Mose? Their goals were completely opposite.
They've already cooperated several times. Perhaps it suits their respective purposes. Or they may both simply be using one another.
Mose thinks the God Generals follow him, but the God Generals seem to have other ideas.
What's this? ND 1999, in commemoration of the birth of my daughter, Meryl.
What is it, Luke? Find something?
No, just some trash.
Uh-huh.
Not sus at all.
Meryl, that was Natalia's real name, right? The birth year is the same, too.
I'm sorry. We stopped because of all my chatter. Let's hurry onward.
Very, very sus lockets. It's pretty easy to work out what it means. Do you know what Annis's final, or what Annis's mystic art is? I'm pretty sure it's Final Fury, isn't it? I think that she and Jude have the same mystic art, if I remember right. Natalia, you were born in the month of Rem, 1999, weren't you? Yes. Oh, are you going to give me a present? Huh? Come to think of it, last time she had a birthday, we were busy wandering around Malkuth. Oh yeah, just after Tyr and I were blown all the way over there. My, well, I'll be looking forward to a lovely present. I was just trying to check the date on the locket. Locket? Nothing, never mind. So based on what they just said, the events of Tales of the Abyss must take roughly a year. Because we were in Malkuth when she had her birthday, and now presumably her birthday is coming back around. We know the game takes at least a month because we had a 1-month time skip.